Hello everyone. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to you. Wait. Lapel. I haven't plugged my lapel mic in, but hopefully you can still hear me. Hello everyone. I'm not gonna lie to you. I forgot about today. I completely forgot about today. I went out for my walk. I went out for my daily walk, and then halfway through my daily walk, I was like, oh wait, it's Write-Along today, so I threw on my countdown on Instagram. And I got back as quickly as I can. I did run, so I'm sweating. I am a little bit flustered. But anyway, let's breathe. I'm here. I'm 10 minutes late, but I am here. Hello, everyone. I don't know who's here with us because I haven't had a chance to keep an eye on the chat. I can see Sir Jester, EJB. Hello, welcome. I don't believe we've met before. Welcome back, Tayu, Nav, Sir Jester, Bendy, good to see you. Hello, Anelli, Whisper from the Muse would be a brilliant name for a title too, Jester. I do believe I've missed a lot of the chat, so yeah, I am sweating because I just ran. Hello, everyone. Let's just take a breather real quick, and then we will begin. Adam, can you send the link to Tanya? Unfortunately, I am now live. I can't send the link, but if someone can message Tanya just to go to my YouTube channel, the video should be on my YouTube channel. I really want to wipe the sweat off my head, but I won't subject you all to my belly. Oh no, I can't use that. Okay, how is everyone? Let's just see where we're at. How is everyone? I am Emma Jane. Hello, Emma Jane from Instagram. Thank you very much, Sir Jester. I'm not so sure that I am looking dashing right now. I'm very flustered. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It feels weird starting this 10 minutes late. I feel like I don't need to do an introductory. Usually I wait 5 minutes for people to pop in, but I'm 10 minutes late, so I'm guessing everyone's here. So why don't we jump straight into the first game whilst I kind of collect myself. Isabella, hello, good to see you again. More accomplished than normal. Great, Bendy, good to hear. I'm so glad. Bendy is actually our cover of the month this month, everyone. There's so much going on with the Cove at the minute, I can't wait to announce. It was going to be today, but then I forgot that today was Sunday Spotlights as well as quiz night for the Cove, so I don't want to overbear you all. Plus we have my personal write-along. Everyone with shades and a Stones t-shirt is automatically dashing. Don't sweat the small stuff. Thank you very much, Sir Jester. I really appreciate it. Okay, everyone, we do have 13 people here. We do have a fair amount. So why don't we just kick things off with the first game. Hello, Tanya. Glad you could join us. I'm glad you managed to find us in the end. I was just telling everyone how flustered I am. So let's start off with the first game. I don't know. I don't think I've even had time to... no, I haven't. I haven't even had time to clear the document from last month. So let me just quickly do that. I am so not prepared, guys. My fault. My fault. My fault. My fault. Yes, there is so much to announce with the Cove. Some great stuff has happened lately, and we got a lot in the works. Some really exciting stuff will be announced tomorrow. In the meantime, we are on the Adam Gary YouTube, not the Poetry Cove YouTube. So why don't we get some prompts in for the first game? If you're new here and haven't taken part before, what we do is, for the first game, just to warm up the creative juices, people are going to throw in some prompts in the chat, and then we're just going to go off in our own direction. Don't leave the live stream, but go off in our own little corners of YouTube and write a poem based on that prompt. Now, the idea of these write-alongs isn't to produce the next great poem, it's just to have some fun, just to get the creative juices going and see where it goes. So, why don't we start throwing some prompts for the first game in the chat box now. It's been a year since I joined Adam Gary Poetry. I can't believe it. Thank you so much for sticking with me for a year. I'm glad you haven't gotten bored of my content. That's great. Thank you so much, Tayu. How's the book coming along, Adam? P.S. A video on releasing a poetry book would be good. Yeah, that's in the works. The book is coming along nicely. I will be doing a cover release next month. So stay tuned on for that. There will be, of course, more info on my private YouTube, where you all are now, and on my Instagram. So many announcements. 2 announcements for the Cove tomorrow. Actually, I think there's 3 announcements for the Cove tomorrow. Maybe just 2. And my book release, my book cover. Take a deep breath, Adam. My book cover reveal will be next month. Buddha, Heartbreak, Street Signs, Summer's Night. Okay. Dancing in the Forest, Feathers. Nice, nice, nice. Why don't we go with Heartbreak, Street Signs? I like that one. Heartbreak, Street Signs. I don't know if I'm going to take part in this game because I really need to just take a breath. I literally got home and just jumped straight onto YouTube. So I need to kind of settle down a little bit, catch my breath. Fields of Gold is a nice one. Water, I like that. We're going to go with Heartbreak, Street Signs. That'll be interesting to see what you guys come up with. So, I'm not going to take part in this game, I'm sorry. I'm going to catch my breath, kind of settle into the live stream. Usually I'm at my desk at least 30 minutes before the live stream to kind of cool down and prepare. I haven't had any of that yet. Not that it's hard, obviously, because you guys are awesome. But I'm going to let you guys run with this. So just keep in mind that Google chat box only allows 200 characters. I have to say this every live stream, just for the new faces that are amongst us. Google only allows 200 characters and there's no line breaks. As soon as you hit enter, it will send your message. So what we do here, to demonstrate a line break, we use a /. And the prompt is Heartbreak, Street Signs. Happy writing, my friends. I'm not going to take part in this game just to catch my breath a little bit. So don't wait for me. As soon as your poem's finished, just throw it in the chat box for us all to enjoy. Cheers. Good to see everyone. Good to see some new faces. Good to see some returning faces. Ken, hello. I don't know if I've said hello, but good to see you, Ken. Thanks for the street signs. And Tanya for Heartbreak. Heartbreak street signs is our prompt. The more worrying part is how much I'm sweating and out of breath from doing a bit of running. The lockdown belly is a real thing. I may have overindulged during lockdown. I may even use this opportunity whilst you guys are writing just to try and better the angle. And I apologise if Netflix starts playing on its own. Sometimes it does that. You may get a Better Call Saul soundtrack. Actually, I'd better close Netflix so I don't get a copyright strike in case it does start. Lovely coffee. Okay, we're all good. So the prompt is Heartbreak Street Signs. That's a really cool prompt. I enjoy that prompt very much. Do 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 do. Let me just try and go back on the chat. Hey Tayu, Sentient, of course, Nav, Sir Jester, hello, Isabella, hello, Ken, hello, Anelli, hello, I hope I haven't missed anyone, Tanya, hello, Emma Jane Poetry, hello. Okay, I think I'm all caught up now. Great stuff. I'm the worst host ever. Either I'm 10 minutes late or I'm popping off for a loo break or a drink break. Okay, so once you've got your poem, we just had a huge drop in viewers, so I don't know if we're having connection problems or people just got bored of my shit, which wouldn't be surprising. Once you've got your poem, do hit it. Do send it in the chat box. Again, we're not here to write any kind of Da Vinci masterpieces. I wonder if he wrote poetry, that'd be interesting. We are just here to get the creative juices and have a little bit of fun. So as soon as you've got that, just hit send. Okay, we've gone back up to 15 viewers, so maybe my YouTube studio is just playing games with me. If you haven't already, please do hit that like button. I know I've been a terrible YouTuber. I haven't posted videos for about a month. I'm 10 minutes late. But please, if you can find it in your heart, do hit that like button so we can let the YouTube algorithm know that we are not a dead channel. I've just had a lot going on, but we're still here for all things poetry. And if not, just hit that like button for my terrible humming and singing, if you can call it that. How am I still sweating? I'm going to blame it on the humid weather. That's interesting. Apparently the lapel mic is picking up some sound, so I'm going to turn one off. Maybe that'll help things. Do. I need another song to hum. If someone can recommend a catchy song to hum that isn't Fields of Barley. I think that's the name of the song. That might not even be the name of the song. But Isabella's comment with Fields of Gold has put that song in my head. Do I have a headband? Sure, I just had a headband. It's better. Jumping Jack Flash. Yeah, Jumping Jack Flash. It's the guys. I don't know if you saw, Sir Jester. Charlie Watts is actually had to pull out of the US tour due to medical reasons, which is not good. Does not make me happy. I hope he's okay. Jumping Jack Flash is a gas. Okay, we have our first poem in. Thank you, Tayu. Keeping us moving. I know I was late, but I'm gonna possibly try to hurry you guys a little bit so we can move on to the next game. But we have our first poem from Tayu. Life is full of breakdowns. The glowing street lamp standing bravely in the sky, unclothed, unconsidered, while us people, beings, are naked, are very insensitive. He'll keep rolling like a stone wherever he goes. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Tayu, for submitting our first poem based on Heartbreak Street Signs, I believe it is. Life is full of breakdowns. The glowing street lamps standing bravely in the sky, unclothed, unconsidered, while us people beings are naked, are very insensitive. I was born in a crossfire hurricane. We were always Nav. We have another poem in, my friends. We were always headed the wrong way. I missed all the warning signs, deeply entranced by your affections as we approached a dead-end road. I continued on, hoping our love would last a bit longer. Thank you so much, Nav. And Emma Jane. I followed the heartbreak road. It led to broken memories. We stitched together our pain and called it love. We were never meant to stand the test of time, like a vintage street sign. Ooh, I like it. We were fleeting. Thank you, Emma. Tanya, as the sun sets driving down the desolate highway, my mind wanders back to you. The short time we had. Tears well in my eyes, the painful memory sets in. The heartbreak stop signs, never ending until. Ken, hindsight 2020, our love was never a good sign. We were reckless, Main Street so endless. We drank too much wine, our drive seemed so trendy. Too late, we'd already crossed state. The street empty. Thank you so much, Ken. We meet again. Until we meet again. Thank you, Tanya. I'll read that again now that we got the ending. As the sun sets driving down the desolate highway, my mind wanders back to you. The short time we had, tears well in my eyes, the painful memory sets in, the heartbreak stop signs never ending until we meet again. Thank you. Okay, Bendy. Hello, Bendy. Walk up an astute peak show sign on mountaintop journey, continue weak visage damage. Drop off vessel, strangely crack relations amongst sea as dagger stab on back they could have never seen. Walk up, oh, it's the same one. Thank you, Bendy. Sorry if I butchered that. Okay, let's move on to what everyone is really here for, let's be honest. And I'm sorry I didn't take part in that. I just needed to catch my breath and settle into the write-along, which I have now, so hello. Okay, cool. So let's move on to our write-along, what we're all here for, the write-along, where we each write a poem by sending in a line for line. I thought I'd settled into it, but I still can't talk properly. Okay, so if you want to take part in this game, I need to know. So please do just throw in a thumbs up in the chat, or throw in a line saying, I want to play, or count me in. You guys know how this works by now, most of you anyway. Just let me know that you want to take part in this game, so I can put together a running order for the game, and then we'll get a prompt. So I am now open to entries. What is wrong with me, honestly? Tayu's in. Tayu is always the first one in. Tayu's enthusiasm is second to none. Tanya. Emma. Isabella is in. We were walking the same road with no traffic signs. At a gloomy night, I opine, and the lighthouse of Heartbreak Street signs turned out for us to unite. Thank you so much, Isabella. I'm assuming that plus sign means Isabella is in. I hope that's right, Isabella, if that's what that plus sign means. If not, do let me know and I'll take you back out of the running order. Sophie. Me. Bendy. That works nice. Me. Bendy. I'll take a go, Adam. Thank you, Ken. Wonderful stuff. Ken is in. Papa was a rolling stone. Nav is in. Great stuff. Hello, Meg. Meg is also in. Great stuff. Papa was a rolling stone. Okay, cool. If you would like to take part in the game, it's not too late. Just let me know and I'll throw you in. But in the meantime, let's get some prompts going. So, if you have a prompt, I really like Heartbreak Street Sign. I should have saved that for this one maybe, but never mind, it's done. We got some great poems from it, so thank you for taking part. Let's grab some more prompts, please. Throw them in the chat box. Yes, Adam, great stuff, Isabel. If you do love these write-alongs and you look forward to them every month, summer nights, I like that, and you do look forward to them every month, like I do, I probably don't deserve your super chats this month because I was 10 minutes late. But if you do enjoy them and you look forward to them and you want to keep them going and you want to help what I do, keep that going and the Poetry Cove, I'm open for super chats. It is a little $ underneath the chat box. If you can spare $1 or £1 or whatever your currency is, I'd really appreciate it. It does go a long way. It does get reinvested into content. So you are... what's the word? You are supporting and donating towards the betterment of the Cove and of my own personal content. Misfits, Stargazing Misfits, I like that. Had to find a charger before my phone ripped. No worries, Jester, let me throw you in. You've got the last line. Wedding poems. Okay, I like Misfits. Stargazing Misfits. Drowning Memory. Okay, now you're really hitting me. You guys know I like to put things together. I tell you what, our prompt is going to be the title of the poem. I'll come back to the title. And the title is Bitter Sweet Summer Night Stargazing Misfits. Longest title in the world. Summer Night Stargazing Misfits. Bittersweet summer night stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Okay, no, that's better. Stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. That's our title. I know, I'm so bad to you guys, aren't I? I'm a bit of an arsehole like that. But you guys can do it. You guys are all great poets. We're all here for just a bit of fun. Drowning Memory birthday poems. Hello, Ace. Welcome to the live stream. Okay, no. So the prompt is the title of the poem, which is Stargazing Misfits on a Bittersweet Summer Night. Tayu, I nearly said the mic is yours, which is what I say all the time at our open mics, but we had to cancel open mic this week. The line is yours, the floor is yours, the line, yes. Take us away, Tayu. You have the opening line. Papa was a rolling stone. What am I doing? There we go. Excellent. Papa was a rolling stone. Jamie. Oh, sorry, Tanya. I just got your Instagram message. I was a bit flustered today. I completely forgot. Completely forgot. I'm a bit all over the place today. It's a very busy... It's become a very busy day, the first Sunday of every month. Although I do know that this isn't the first Sunday. I think the first Sunday was on the 2nd, which absolutely took me by surprise. So you'll have to forgive me on that one. If you haven't already, please do like the video if you're enjoying write-alongs. Once we finish going live, it does get posted to my channel. The more likes it's got, the better it does. I see your love hearts, Tanya. Thank you. Can I get in? Yes. Okay, cool. Jamie. I'm going to put Jamie. And then in brackets, I'm going to put your handle so I know. What is it? I get tickets. So I know who Jamie is. I get tickets. Can you get me tickets to a Rolling Stones concert? Okay, stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. And the opening line is with Tayu. I finally stopped sweating. So unhealthy, what has happened to me? God dang. Too much pizza, burgers and beers during lockdown. Crispy, oh God. How did I not anticipate the first line or even the first word being crispy? Crispy, vibrant, cool. The lights of joy set upon me. The lights. Actually, let me just move this over so I can see the whole chat. Crispy, vibrant, cool. The lights of joy set upon me. Okay, up next is Tanya. The title is Stargazing Misfits on a Bittersweet Summer Night. Crispy, vibrant, cool. The lights of joy set upon me. And we have Heartbreak Street Signs inspired poem from Sir Jester. It's his bad that it's late, but it's okay because you were saving your phone. So I'm glad you're still here. One neon motel. Let me start again. I slipped up on neon. One neon motel. Two tethered for a night. Free as a bird, our love took flight. Your kiss gave me strength. I knew the signs. I was never your king, though I am always your knight. Damn! Alright, Sir Chester, dropping the mic like that. Adam, are you going to hold ride-alongs in autumn? Is there something happening in autumn that I don't know about? Is it the apocalypse? Yes, I do plan to hold ride-alongs in autumn, if we're all still here. I am going away for certainly a week, possibly 3 weeks. Sunday, this time next week, I will be away for at least a week. I'm finally going to Cornwall. I got my second jab. It's still a little bit raw. I got my second jab Thursday, and so I am going away for a much needed break for at least a week, but possibly 3 weeks. We'll see what happens. Not that that affects ride-alongs. It might affect regular postings, but I've been so up in the air with that anyway. You guys have probably just lost all confidence in me, and I don't blame you. But there's some great stuff being announced tomorrow for the Cove, so hopefully it will all be worth my silence. But yes, unless you know something I don't, I will be posting ride-alongs in the autumn. And Tanya's line is in as the cool breeze kisses my face as I lay watching the mass. Tanya, I think there's just been a small typo, but I'm not too sure. Normally I can decipher it. Watching the mass is stars in... For you, Adam. Thank you so much, Tanya. I'm going to put it in as has been sent, and then maybe Tanya can advise. Milky Way galaxy of. Thank you very much, Tanya. I don't know why I couldn't catch that. Okay, who's up next? Emma, please, if you're still here. The line is yours. I'm very much starting to sound like the open mic host in Second Life. The mic is yours. This is the second time I'm joining the Write-Along, so I don't have information concerning the frequency. Got you. Okay, sorry, Isabella. So I do Write-Alongs the first Sunday of every month, unless the Sunday falls on the first or the second or the third. Unless it catches me by surprise, Write-Alongs are the first Sunday of every month. I will always post about it on Instagram. And sometimes Facebook, though I've completely abandoned my Facebook page. It's very difficult trying to keep on top of everything. Luckily, there's starting from next week, this isn't one of the announcements tomorrow, by the way, but starting from next week, the Poetry Cove Instagram is being handled, so I don't really have to worry about that anymore. Which reminds me, that starts from tomorrow. Today, I still need to do a Sunday spotlight. There's just so much to do on a Sunday. Why have I done everything on a Sunday? Anyway, I blame myself. I've got no one to blame but myself. Okay, who's up next? We've got Tanya. Tanya, Emma, I've already said she's probably working on her line. Senpei says, I want to participate, but my English is weak. I'm going to pop you in, Senpei, and I'm sure your English is fine. And even if it is broken, I'm not going to use the word weak. Even if English is your second language, we're not here to judge. We're here to just have a great time together and write poetry. So it's all good, man. Or lady, sorry. Let me zoom in on your picture. I say man a lot. It's just I'm a hippie at heart, so you'll have to excuse me. I'm not assuming anyone's gender. Your hand. Okay, we got a line from Emma. Oh, no. Nearly put it in the running order. Your hand was laced with mine. Nice. And I could hear my heartbeat singing above the symphony. Lost myself for a second there. Of crickets. Lost myself there as well. Of crickets. This was the beginning of our story. Your emoji game is strong. Yes. Love that line, Emma. Absolutely. Let me read the poem so far, especially Symphony of Crickets. So up next is Isabella, and as Isabella writes her line, let's recap with what we've got. Stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Crispy, violent. What's wrong with me, man? Why do I mess up so often? Vibrant, not violent. There's no violent crispiness today. Stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Crispy, vibrant, cool, the lights of joy set upon me. As the cool breeze kisses my face, as I lay watching the mass of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Your hand was laced with mine, and I could hear my heartbeat singing above the symphony of crickets. This was the beginning of our story. I'm sorry that I mess up so much. You guys just need to slap me with a fish. Okay, Sir Jester, no worries. If you can just give me a shout when you go. To be honest, I don't think we're going to get to your name, unfortunately. I'm sorry about that, Sir Jester. Me too, Adam. I'm an old hippie. Ask my boys. Love that. Crispy Violent would really change the story. Yeah, tell me about it. Violent crispiness. Tayu is so violently crispy. Okay, crispy violence. Like that pizza that haunts all our tummies. Oh, I don't. Just saying pizza makes me want a pizza. I need to sort this out. I'm going to have to get back into exercise, but who wants to do that? Fish slap. Thanks. Thanks, Sir Jester. That's okay. What's the poem based on? I'll make one before I go. The prompt is the title, which is Stargazing Misfits on a Bittersweet Summer Night. Think it's the pizza and beer, yeah. Pizza and hamburgers and beer and not being able to go out on like excursions. No, it's fine. I happily admit that I've got a bit of a lockdown belly that needs addressing. I'll be the first to admit it, don't you worry. You don't need to apologise. I've just fallen in love with junk food. Unfortunately, comfort food, isn't it? I just don't know how I'm going to go back to salads and healthy eating. A pizza bar in Zanzibar would probably be called Pete Zanzibar, Sir Chester. Yes, it probably will. And if there isn't that already, you need to head over there and jump on that. You found a gap in the market. Alright, let me read the poem again. Stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Crispy, vibrant, cool, the lights of joy set upon me. As the cool breeze kisses my face as I lay watching the mass of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Your hand was laced with mine, and I could hear my heartbeat singing above the symphony of crickets. This was the beginning of our story. Fishy, fishy, fishies. Fish, fish, fish. And there was enough time, here comes the rain, for us to talk about eternity and enjoy ourselves in the light of glory. Wow, okay. And there was enough time for us to talk about eternity and enjoy ourselves in the light of glory. Fantastic. Okay, up next is Sophie Sentient. Sophie Scarlett, please. Stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. The ASMR comes at no extra charge, my friends. I will not charge you for the ASMR. Just send a good old super chat tip. Crispy, vibrant, cool, the lights of joy set upon me. As the cool breeze kisses my face as I lay watching the mass of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Your hand was laced with mine and I could hear my heartbeat singing above the symphony of crickets. This was the beginning of our story. And there was enough time for us to talk about eternity and enjoy ourselves in the light of glory. Add cheese. Salads are always better with cheese. Yeah, I could have salad and cheese and a top bun and a burger patty and a bottom bun. That sounds like a good idea. Thanks, Nikki. I got caught in a storm the other day. I don't know if any of you who follow my Instagram saw. For some reason the GIF messed up. At least on my phone it did. It didn't show the lightning bolt. It was just a cloud. So if you didn't get that, I don't blame you. But basically what happened was I was walking home and I got caught in a thunderstorm and twice lightning went off in the field right next to me. I absolutely shit myself. But at the same time, it was so invigorating. I felt really like so alive. Cool story, bro. Oh, there you go, Adam. Some ASMR poetry would be an excellent side hustle. Yes, I do actually have an ASMR video before I really knew what I was doing. And I've just bought, I've not long bought for the radio, for the Poetry Cove radio, bought a Blue Yeti mic, which is really great for ASMR. So maybe I'll do another ASMR video. Let me know if you guys want to see that. People, my best friend Bruno always takes the mick out of me. For Americans who don't know what taking the mick out of is, like taking the piss, I guess. I don't know what your equivalent would be. I guess taking the piss. Always takes the piss out of me when I might do an ASMR video because he hates ASMR. Sounds perfect. Best salad ever. Hell yeah, with some ketchup or maybe some mayo. Great salad. But forever, thank you, Sentient, is easier said than done. And even no extra charge, folks. And even the stars slowly dim away. Alright, I know it's me next. Stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Why can't I have one video? I can't have... Can you... I don't even know if you guys can still hear me. Let me turn up the mic. Can you guys still hear me? Actually, I don't want to turn up the mic because that will also turn up the rain. Bacon, yes. I can't have one video on my channel where there's no disruptions. Before I continue the video, can you just let me know if you can still hear me or if this is overpowering? Oh. Okay. Okay. I can't promise you that it is now stopped. We are in Britain. You guys made me hungry. Yeah, I'm kind of hungry now too. Maybe I'll order a pizza. Okay, stargazing misfits. Yes, I can hear you. Okay, cool. So you could hear me during all of that. That's cool. Now I know I can continue. Stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Crispy, vibrant, cool, the lights of joy set upon me. As the cool breeze kisses my face as I lay watching the mass of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Your hand was laced with mine and I could hear my heartbeat singing above the symphony of crickets. That's great. This was the beginning of our story. And there was enough time for us to talk about eternity and enjoy ourselves in the light of glory. But forever is easier said than done, and even the stars slowly dim away. Rain must love your shed. Yeah, I just live in England, that's the problem. Cool, okay, it's my line, let me just think. But forever is easier said than done, and even the stars slowly dim away. Misfits gazing, stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Bobbled in our isolated romance, bare feet playing on cold sand. Okay, that's my line. Whose Bendy is next? Please, stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Crispy, vibrant, cool, the lights of joy set upon me. As the cool breeze kisses my face as I lay watching the mass of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Your hand was laced with mine and I could hear my heartbeat singing above the symphony of crickets. This was the beginning of our story. And there was enough time for us to talk about eternity and enjoy ourselves in the light of glory. But forever is easier said than done, and even the stars slowly dim away. Bubbled in our isolated romance, bare feet playing on cold sand. I have to go now, but thank you for letting me take part in the Write-Along. See you all on Instagram. See you later, Emma. Emma, take care. Sorry, I nearly said Emily. Oops. Take care, Emma. And we'll see you again soon, hopefully. I got a frog in my throat now. Let's get rid of some of this blank space. I think we've probably lost Jester by now. Okay, just waiting on Bendy. Okay, just waiting. Oops. Oops. Let my hair dry a little bit because it got a little bit wet. Got a little bit wet. Ding, 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 ding. I know, I'm weird. Okay, Bendy, it's over to you, my friend. Just waiting on Bendy's line. I give the poem another read through whilst we wait. So, stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Scratch that. Bendy's line is in. Face turned purple. Ground wrap around in sandstorm. Slowly throwing love back. Love away. No problem, Tayu. Hurry back, my friend. We will miss you. Ken, over to Sir Ken. I don't know, actually, is your name Sir Ken on here? I know it is in Ding Dong, in Second Life. No, it's just Ken Merchant. Over to Ken Merchant, who is absolutely killing the Instagram game right now. And by that, I mean he's doing fantastic stuff. He's really turning out some nice looking content. I watched Peter Pan the other day, Disney's Peter Pan, which is a film I grew up with growing up. Don't make no sense. But yes, I watched Peter Pan with Sophie. Me and Sophie watched Peter Pan the other night. It brought back some memories. His little pan flute thing. I'm tone deaf, so it probably sounds nothing like what it actually is. So Jester is still here. Everything you were returns to me in blissful fragments. Oh, to be with you one more time. to share another pure moment of eternity. Thank you so much, Jester. Thank you for whipping something up for us, even though you have to go soon. Gotta go. Much love, everyone. Stay chill, or whatever people say nowadays. Thank you, Sir Jester. All the best. Go well, my friend. And don't stress too much about anything in life. Ice me. I am a big... I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry. Hey, that's like one of my pieces. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. I am just a big kid at heart. I can't help it. You watched The Princess Bride the other day. That's great. I like The Princess Bride. What does he say? My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die. In this bittersweet... Oh, look, I got a little bit distracted. So much so I forgot we're actually writing a poem. In this bittersweet dance, in a field of stars like wild horses ablaze. Enjoy your day, Sir Jester. Ah, Sir Jester, you are toying with our emotions, sir. I see how it is. You're not leaving at all. Okay, welcome back. Good to have you. That means you can do a line. Brilliant stuff. I'm just messing with you. Of course, we're happy to retain you. Okay, up next is Nav, and I feel like now is probably the time I should do another read-through of the poem so far, because I am getting distracted with films and doing terrible impersonations. Stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night, under the flight path of Heathrow. Crispy, vibrant, cool, the lights of joy set upon me, as the cool breeze kisses my face as I lay watching the mass of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Your hand was laced with mine, and I could hear my heartbeat singing above the symphony of crickets. This was the beginning of our story, and there was enough time for us to talk about eternity and enjoy ourselves in the light of glory. But forever is easier said than done, and even the stars slowly dim away. Bubbled in our isolated romance, bare feet playing on cold sand, face turned purple, ground wrap around in sandstorm, slowly throwing love away in this bittersweet dance in a field of stars like wild horses ablaze. Boom! That's cool. That's cool. I really like how different styles stick out when we do this as well. It's really great. So many different poets and different styles and voices coming together to form one united poem. You too, by the way. No, this is the Rolling Stones. That was a terrible dad joke. Thanks, Tanya. As you wish. Just checked it out with... okay, thank you. Cool. As you wish. Doodly-doo. Okay, where are we? Nav, I believe. Ken? Nav, yeah. So we're Nav is right in her line. Meg, if you're still here, please, I haven't seen your name pop up in the chat box, so whilst we wait for Nav, please, if you're still here and still with us and still willing to take part, Meg, just give me a wave. Same for Jamie and Senpai as well. As I haven't seen you in the chat box, I just want to make sure you're still with us, so we're not waiting for people that had to leave for whatever reason. If you're still putting up with my bullshit, basically. My terrible, terrible impersonations. Working on it. Yeah, no worries, Nav. You crack on. Again, if you like this video and you haven't already, hit the like button. And if you can spare $1 or £1, super chat is underneath the chat box. I know I was 10 minutes late, but any spare pounds or dollars that you can donate to the channel is much appreciated. Meg is still here, and Ken says, I tried to make a line to the Stones with my line, but it wasn't working, so I just stuck with Wild Horses. Wild, wild horses. I love that. I didn't even pick up on that. I love that. Hello, Meg. Hello, Jamie and Senpai. Glad that you are still here. No, that's a different song, isn't it? That's a totally different song. The Stones are my favourite band. If they heard my covers, they might scream. My legs are getting stuck to my leather chair because I have shorts on. I ran home, as most of you know who was here from the beginning. I ran home and started sweating, so I had to just drop my trousers, my jogging bottoms, and put on some shorts to cool down. Yeah, I wanted to use the line from their song Wild Horses Can't Drag Us Away. I love that song. I love all their songs, but I love that song. I resort to silence, my mind ablaze with thoughts of our distance growing. Okay, Meg, up next. I resort to silence, my mind ablaze with thoughts of our distance growing. Great stuff. Great stuff. Stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Crispy, vibrant, cool, the lights of joy set upon me. As the cool breeze kisses my face as I lay watching the mass of stars in Milky Way galaxy. Your hand was laced with mine and I could hear my heartbeat singing above the symphony of crickets. I got a frog in my throat. This was the beginning of our story. And there was enough time for us to talk about eternity and enjoy ourselves in the light of glory. But forever is easier said than done, and even the stars slowly dim away. Bubbled in our isolated romance, bare feet playing on cold sand, face turn purple, ground wrap around, and in stats. Face turn purple, ground wrap around in sandstorm, slowly throwing away in this bittersweet dance in a field of stars like wild horses ablaze. I resort to silence, my mind ablaze with thoughts of our distance growing. Adam, last time you were planning to receive your second vaccine, how is it? Yes, I had it on Thursday. Still a little bit sore. It was really sore the next day. And I had a little bit of heart palpitations. The last time, when I got the first jab, I feel like I didn't get any symptoms, any what's the word? I can't think. I didn't get any things didn't happen until a week after, where I was a little bit sick every morning. I was throwing up every morning and got a little bit dizzy when I was trying to read. And heart palpitations. But so far, touch wood, I mean, I only got it on Thursday, so we'll know for sure next week. But so far, my arm's just a bit sore. I'm so sorry I used a word Ken used. Can I change it? If you would like to change it, but you don't have to. This is all just for a bit of fun. But by all means, yes, if you'd like to change it, Nav, you can change it. I think I wrote this before, but a step-by-step video of releasing a poetry book would be helpful. I'm considering it's your 5th release. It'll be a breeze. Yeah, it is in the work. It won't be a YouTube video, it'll be an online course. I've pretty much finished it. I pretty much finished it before the Cove, and then the Cove happened and I got a bit distracted. But it is in the works. It is in the works. It will be a full, intense online course that will walk you through releasing a poetry book from the very first stages of kind of developing the idea and your themes, right through to how you can make it an Amazon bestseller and go on book tours and stuff and make the most of it. So it will be really in depth when I get round to doing it. But now I know you want it, I will do it for you, Sir Jester. And of course there will be a YouTube video that won't go into nearly as much depth, but I'll do a YouTube video on it to promote the online course so you can have best of both. Instead of a blaze, can I use burning? You absolutely can. In this bittersweet dance in a field of stars, like wild horses ablaze, I resort to silence, my mind burning. Meg, and they see it too. The stars see our ending mapped out like a dark constellation. Sorry about that, Ken. I was inspired. No apologies necessary, Nav. I am sure Ken does not mind. Okay, let me read Meg's line again, because I just typed it out, I didn't take it in. And they see it too. The stars see our ending mapped out like a dark constellation. Oh no, this poor couple. Stargazing misfits. Okay, before I start reading again, Sir Jester, I believe you are still with us, because you just asked a question. It is your line, sir. Online course, sweet. Thanks, Adam. Really, really looking forward to it, as I'm sure are many. No worries. No worries. I'll try and get round to it. All is fair in fun and poetry. Absolutely. Yes, I will try and get round to it, Sir Jester. I'm just really... so much is happening tomorrow with the Cove. You'll all know within the next 24 hours. I'm just trying to get the road, at least one thing green in the roadmap. If you have ever been on the Poetry Cove website, you'll know what I'm talking about. On the homepage, there's a 2021 roadmap, and I'm really pushing to get something from each phase in the green before the end of the year. Yeah. If you want, I'm going to be cheeky because I think it has actually accidentally gone live a little bit earlier. One of the things that's going to be announced tomorrow is that there is now a careers page. I'm not sure I'd call it a careers page just yet anyway, but there is a opportunities page, I think I'd rather it be called. There is now an opportunities page on the Poetry Cove website in the little footer at the bottom, both the mobile website and the desktop. You can click careers. I would prefer, maybe I'll get them to change it to opportunities. But if you want to join the Poetry Cove team, you can. There is also a huge, that's not the biggest announcement. There is a huge announcement coming tomorrow that I'm so excited about. That's going to come tomorrow, and there's going to be another equally huge announcement coming at some point next week as well, which will tick off 2 of the phase 4 branches, and that's all I'm going to say. But they come around. A massive opportunity presented itself. I'm saying way too much. A massive opportunity presented itself with the Cove that we couldn't not take. So we actually have 2 branches of phase 4 already implemented, already running, already going, and they will be announced. One will be announced tomorrow, as well as the opportunities page, which is now live anyway, you can check out. And there'll be another huge announcement at the end of the week as well. Unfortunately, it's not the radio. If you're getting excited about the radio, which I am, I really want to launch it, but we're not in a place where we can do that just yet. I'm still looking for the right producer to bring on board who will run the radio station. Anyway, I'm talking too much. You guys aren't here for the Cove. You're here because of my work. Okay, online course, sweet, thanks. Yep, all is fair. Yep, I wrote the line before I left, but I can do another. No problem. Whatever you prefer, Jester. Can you read the full poem to get the gist, please? Yep, sorry I rambled on, so I can get the gist. I saw the banner on the Cove and emailed Emily Wyatt, but to no avail. Yep, I can't say too much, but you don't worry about that one. You didn't miss out. But we do have Sophie. By the way, Sentient Sophie, if she's still hanging around, is now a poetry editor on Fiverr. She offers professional poetry editing services at a very good rate. Look at me promoting my girl. So there is a new banner replacing Miss Wyatt. I'm sorry I haven't been on the Poetry Cove in a bit. Too much happening in my life right now. Absolutely no worries, Tanya. I know what you're talking about because you've messaged me So don't worry at all. You've got so much to deal with, and I send lots of healing, love, and support your way. So I've just rambled massively, and I don't know where we're at. We're at Jester, and Jester has asked me to read the poem. Let's get back to Adam Gary Write-Along before I lose all of you, boring you with the cove. Stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Crispy, vibrant, cool, the lights of joy set upon me, as the cool breeze kisses my face as I lay watching the mass of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Your hand was laced with mine, and I could hear my heartbeat singing above the symphony of crickets. This was the beginning of our story. And there was enough time for us to talk about eternity and enjoy ourselves in the light of glory. But forever is easier said than done, and even the stars slowly dim away. Bubbled in our isolated romance, bare feet playing on cold sand, face turn purple, ground wrap around in sandstorm, slowly throwing love away. In this bittersweet dance, in a field of stars, like wild horses ablaze, I resort to silence, my mind burning with thoughts of our distance growing. And they see it too. The stars see our ending mapped out like dark constellation. Okay, my dude. No worries, bruh. I trust your judgment. I was hoping for a decent tutoring. I don't know if Sophie's still here, but as I say, Sophie now has a banner about poetry editing. She may even do tutoring. I hope he doesn't mind me saying this. I could be totally wrong, but with my communications with Ken Merchant too, I might be wrong, but I understand that he offers poetry tutoring. He might be worth messaging. Ken, if I'm totally wrong about that, please step in and say, Adam, shut up. I do not offer tutoring services. But maybe he does, and maybe Sophie might be interested too. But I haven't specifically spoken to either of them about that, so that will be amongst you guys. And if you do end up tutoring Sir Jester, don't worry, I will not take a finder's fee. I will not, what do they call that? I will not take a finder's fee or an introductory fee. Shut up, Adam. Yes, I do, actually. There you go. So, Sophie is also here, and Ken does offer tutoring services. So, voila! Covers meet covers. This is what I love about the Poetry Cove. Also, Jester, don't forget we're waiting on your line, my friend. And then after Jester, it is Jamie and Senpai. Again, sorry to ask this, but Jamie and Senpai, if you're still here, just give me a hello emoji, a wave emoji, just so I know you are still with us as we finish up the Write-Along. I'd definitely be up for that. There you go. So you've got two possible options there, Sir Jester. Two great people who I have been talking to a lot. Ken, I really enjoy his work, and he's really great cover. He talks a lot on the thread, which I really appreciate. Thanks, Ken. And as I say, he's really killing the Instagram game right now. So I can vouch for him. I'm sure he's a great tutor. I have not been tutored by him, but I'm sure, knowing his knowledge of poetry, I'm sure he's a great tutor. Likewise with Sophie. Senpai is still here. Stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Crispy, vibrant, cool, the lights of joy set upon me. As the cool breeze kisses my face as I lay watching the mass of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Your hand was laced with mine, and I could hear my heartbeat singing above the symphony of crickets. This was the beginning of our story. And there was enough time for us to talk about eternity and enjoy ourselves in the light of glory. But forever is easier said than done, and even the stars slowly dim away. Bubbled in our isolated romance, bare feet playing on cold sand, face turn purple, ground wrap around in sandstorm, slowly throwing love away in this bittersweet dance in a field of stars like wild horses ablaze. I resort to silence, my mind burning with thoughts of our distance growing, and they see it too. The stars see our ending mapped out like dark constellation. Okay, Jamie, we're only doing line by line, so try to keep it minimal. But if you're preparing while we wait for Jester, that's cool. But yeah, just keep in mind we're doing it line by line, not just keep it minimal is all I'm saying. Doodly doop bop bam. Doodly doop doop ba doo. Oh, here we go again. As soon as I get under the sea in my head, there's no stopping me. I've gone from. Oh no, I just flicked my hairband. I just flicked my hairband somewhere. But hey, that's good. I got another one on top of my typewriter. I got hairbands coming out of my ears. A moment of forever, sharing this timeless kiss as the stars gaze back at us. Wonderful. Okay, Jamie, you're up next, my friend. A moment of forever, sharing this timeless kiss as the stars gaze back at us. Yeah, sorry, Jamie. So the first game we do a poem each, separately, and then when we do line by line, we just throw in lines each to make the whole poem. It's all just a bit of fun, you know. Don't need to overthink it or anything. But yeah, it is your line now, Jamie. So crack on, have a good time. I'm so awkward, it's unbelievable. Oh goodness. Oh goodness me. Stardust and sentient, it would be an honour. Link me a message at the cove and we'll see what's what. Stardust and merchant. Yes, Ken and Sophie, do pop suggest a message on the Poetry Cove. Beauty of this nature. Beauty. Okay, up next is Senpai. I hope I'm saying that right. Steve Merchant. Suggester. What a witty guy. What was I saying? Senpai, take us away and close the poem for us whilst I put Jamie's line in. Beauty of this. I thought I just heard thunder again then. Is it thunder or a plane? I think it's a plane. Yeah, it must be a plane. It does not really exist for others. We question his presence, the same thing. Beauty of this nature does not really exist for others. We question his presence, the same as being. Okay, stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Crispy, vibrant, cool, the lights of joy set upon me, as the cool breeze kisses my face as I lay watching the mass of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Your hand was laced with mine and I could hear my heartbeat singing above the symphony of crickets. This was the beginning of our story. And there was enough time for us to talk about eternity and enjoy ourselves in the light of glory. But forever is easier said than done, and even the stars slowly dim away. Bubbled in our isolated romance, bare feet playing on cold sand, face turn purple, ground wrap around in sandstorm, slowly throwing love away in this bittersweet dance in a field of stars like wild horses ablaze. I resort to silence, my mind burning with thoughts of our distance growing, and they see it too. The stars see our ending mapped out like a dark constellation. A moment of forever, sharing this timeless kiss as the stars gaze back at us. Beauty of this nature does not really exist for others. We question its presence, the same thing. Can predict, since I have checked both of their content, Ken and Sophie will make great poetry tutors. Absolutely, I second that. In my opinion, legally I have to be like, I've never used them before, but I'm sure Sir Jester can take care of himself. I saw my truth in you in this world full of lies, and I had been never that sober until I got drunk by your eyes. Voila! I don't know what that was. That was me signing off on the poem we have now finished. So, let me read that. Stargazing misfits on a bittersweet summer night. Crispy, vibrant, cool, the lights of joy set upon me. As the cool breeze kisses my face as I lay watching the mass of stars in the Milky Way galaxy. Your hand was laced with mine, and I could hear my heartbeat singing above the symphony of crickets. This was the beginning of our story. And there was enough time for us to talk about eternity and enjoy ourselves in the light of glory. But forever is easier said than done, and even the stars slowly dim away. Bubbled in our isolated romance, bare feet playing on cold sand, face turns purple, ground wrap around in sandstorm, slowly throwing love away in this bittersweet dance. In a field of stars like wild horses ablaze, I resort to silence, my mind burning with thoughts of our distance growing. And they see it too. The stars see our ending mapped out like a dark constellation, a moment forever, sharing this timeless kiss as the stars gaze back at us. Beauty of this nature does not really exist for others. We question, is presence the same thing? I saw my truth in you, in this world full of lies, and I had been never that sober until I got drunk by your eyes. Okay, that was good timing. Well done, everyone. We nailed that. Wicked, great poem. Unfortunately, I do have to go. It's my fault for being 10 minutes late, but also as we grow, it gets harder and harder to keep these things maintained in, I don't know, what am I talking about? To keep it maintained in a time scale. Fuck. You guys know what I mean. Anyway, thank you so much for being here, everyone. Another great write-along this month. Again, we got some announcements tomorrow and this week for the Cove. If you want already, there are some opportunities posted. If you want to get involved with the team, just go onto the website and look at the very bottom on the footer. It will say careers, and there's some opportunities on there already. I can't say too much about the other announcements just yet. Next month I will be doing a cover reveal because I have a new poetry book coming out this year called The Early Hours. I am thinking about altering the title to something like Farewell, The Early Hours, or something like that. I think about it, but it will be something along the lines of The Early Hours, but I am releasing the cover next month, so keep an eye on that. If you like the video, like the video please, and if you want to support my work and the Cove and my personal stuff like my YouTube and my writing, there is a super chat button. Please, if you can spare $1 or £1. It's difficult being an artist. I would really appreciate that. If not, I'll see you all across Instagram or next month's Write Along. Sorry for being late, folks. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all very soon, no matter what. I will see you somewhere. Goodbye, everyone. See you on the Cove, Nav. Yes, thank you. See you on the Cove. Everyone have a blessed day. Have a blessed day, Tanya. Dang, that was crispy. It's always crispy here. Yes. See you all